All right, let's just jump right in. We're about to explore this little corner of the internet that's, well, it's kind of chaotic, it's super technical, but at the same time, it's unbelievably personal. And honestly, it might just be one of the realest places you can find online anymore. But to really get it, you've got to be okay with being a little confused at first. So it all kicks off with this. Your boat is not working. I want my money back, right? You read that and you think, okay, customer service complaint. Someone's product is busted, seems pretty standard, even with the typo. But just when you think you know what's going on, the whole conversation just veers off a cliff. And bam, suddenly we're here. My new sexual identity is working just fine. Whoa, talk about a pivot. We literally went from a broken boat to this incredibly personal, kind of cryptic medical update in just a few seconds. You have to be asking yourself, what is even happening right now? But trust me, it gets weirder. And then you get this. I want to fart on your head. I mean, come on. That is so completely out of left field. It's ridiculous, it's juvenile, and it just torpedoes any semblance of a normal conversation. So let's recap. A broken boat, a new sexual identity, and a fart threat. Wow. So yeah, what is this? And who are these people? Because right now, it just looks like a bunch of random internet nonsense, right? Just noise. But here's the thing. What if I told you this isn't noise? Not at all. This is actually the sound of a community. So let's start peeling back the layers and see what's really going on here. All right, so here's the secret. You have to stop looking at these as just random disconnected comments. The magic happens when you start seeing them as connections. You know, lines drawn between real people. Because believe it or not, underneath all that chaos, there's a real structure, a network. These people are all coming together for a reason. Okay, so here's the big idea. What we're looking at is something analysts call a loose network. Now, this isn't some formal company or a buttoned-up Slack channel. Think of it more like a solar system. You've got these people, these planets, all orbiting around a shared interest. In this case, it's cybersecurity and hacking. But their interactions are super fluid, totally informal. And man, they talk about way, way more than just work. So who are these people anyway? Let's meet the crew. You've got Alberto Daniel Hill. He's a cybersecurity pro. Then there's Velma, a head of research. You've got Blank Speaker, who's all about platform news. Trump Elise, whose bio is all about emotional depth. Carl Doss, who's an advocate for equality. And Kumar Bayaz, a business owner from the US. It's a really eclectic mix of people, right? But they all share one key connection. You know, in pretty much any network like this, there's always a sun. That one central person who's like the gravitational pull holding everything together. And in this little community, it's super clear who that person is. That anchor, that sun, is Alberto Daniel Hill. You'll see him as @A Daniel Hill online. Honestly, the best way to think of him is like the host of the party. He's the guy starting up these audio chats, getting the conversations rolling, and making sure to pull everyone else into the mix. It's not a stretch to say that without him, this whole group might not even be a thing. And here's the thing. He's not just some random dude on the internet. This guy's a legit professional in his field. He's an author, a podcast host. He's known for his work in ethical hacking. So he brings this real credibility to the whole group, which is pretty interesting when you remember that their conversations can, go completely off the rails. Okay, so now we know the who and the how. We know the players and the guy who connects them all. So let's circle back. Remember those totally weird quotes from the beginning? Let's put them back into context and see how they actually fit. This is where it all clicks. This is the magic. See, on paper, their topics are super serious, right? Hacking, privacy, AI. But the reality of what they talk about is this amazing, wild mix. That whole "your boat is not working" thing, that was them trying to fix a software bot live. And then they'll spend 10 minutes trying to get someone to sing Queen. And yep, even the fart on your headline had a place. It was part of a crazy story about an online scammer. It's this incredible blend of really high-level, brainy tech stuff and just raw, unfiltered human weirdness. That's their whole vibe. And when you really pay attention, you see what this group is really for. This is so much more than just idle chatter. One minute, they're giving legit career advice to someone new to cybersecurity. The next, they're solving a complex technical problem together right there in real time. Then they're cracking inside jokes. And then, without missing a beat, they'll pivot to talking about something deeply personal, like a medical procedure, or even rally together to share a GoFundMe for a friend who's struggling. It's like a workspace, a friend group, and a support system all mashed into one. So, what do you even call a thing like this? I mean, it's not just a chat room. It's not just a forum. It feels like something older, something more fundamental, just, dragged into the 21st century. And you should know, this isn't a fluke. It's not a one-off conversation, it's a habit. They get together like this all the time, more than 10 times in just the past couple of months. This is their spot, it's their regular meetup, it's their digital campfire. Yeah, let's call it that, a digital campfire. It's the perfect name, right? It's the kind of place where you share stories, but you also work together to fix things. Where you can have a really serious debate, and 2 minutes later, you're telling the dumbest joke imaginable. It's a social club, a networking event, and a support group, all happening at the same time. And the best part? It's messy, it's spontaneous, it's totally organic. It's the complete opposite of those perfect, polished, curated social media feeds that we're all so used to seeing. And that really leaves us with one big question to chew on. Think about it. The internet today is so sanitized, it's monetized. Everything is run by an algorithm trying to sell you something. So in a world like that, are these messy, totally human, unfiltered digital campfires the last real communities we have left? It's something to think about for sure.